Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to a long way video. This is the downfall of a criminal. Well, the criminal downfall, let me lie. But basically, I'm gonna explain to you guys everything, not everything, but basically everything that's said on the internet about what Limeline's done. That's right. Whether if you're on Instagram, whether if it's Snapchat stories, whether if it's TikTok, whether if it's literally YouTube, because I mean, literally, there's one YouTuber's out here, making a statement saying from always from what he's told from Snapchat and a whole bunch of like Roblox people and all this stuff. He was getting like information after information about Lemmy Lime. I'm gonna go through every single thing. Now, the one thing that I will say that you see this part right here when it says that Lemon cyberbullying to the point of suicide. That one, yes, she did kill people, made kill people suicidal, but I can't verify that if like she actually bullied people to the point where they kill themselves. I mean, she did kill a couple people, and I can verify that, and I can say that because I was the witness as well. But when it comes to like I hear like cyberbullying to the point of suicide, I don't think Lemon did any of that. I'm not percent sure. Sounds kind of weird defending a criminal, but like I don't think Limelight did any of that. I don't think she went too far with the bullying to the point where she was made them suicide themselves. Anyways, enough of me talking because I know you guys don't want to hear me like yap way too much as the intro. You guys want to hear all about Limelight, so let's get into it. Oh yeah, the image is gonna be in the corner. When I'm talking about these things, it's just gonna be like basically kind of like in order of the videos I've seen. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. So first video I seen that of like Lemon getting exposed, and this one I seen it on TikTok. She's out here getting exposed for being a cheater, and I would say yes, she cheats a lot. She cheats on every single relationship. We got to the point where even Brooklyn exposed her of cheating. I mean, I had to have I'm hoping in my other PC I have the recording of her actually say out of her own mouth. I mean, when I make the video of like fully exposing Limelight, I'm gonna expose everything, and like I have like all the recordings and screenshots, or at least I'm hoping that all the recordings and screenshots help me out. I will say I only got recordings and everything of like last year. This year I didn't record a single bit, so anything that happened this year, I'm gonna have to like speak. I have to use like my voice and tell you guys everything that happened this year. But the things that happened last year, I can actually like show like recordings and stuff. And let's say Lemon Lime is pretty messed up. She even tried to get a couple of people locked up. Anyway, so yeah, she was out here cheating on every single relationship she goes into. All right. The next video I seen where they keep exposing Lemon Lime, and that is where they talk about how well Lemon Lime's out here lying about her age. And I can actually say that yeah, she lied about her age. I mean, look at the screenshots and timestamp. I'll also put a number like right in the corner, right next to the number in the bio neighbors, just in case you guys can't see it. It's like blurred out for you guys. But yeah, she's like been out here lying about her age for a very long time. I'm not gonna reveal her actual age, because well, I don't know. One of these could be her age, or one of these could not be her age. I'm just it's just random ages that she's been out here saying that she is. Like she's been like there's multiple times where she said she was 16. There's multiple times where she said that she was 15. Multiple times she said she was 13. Multiple times where she said she was 14. She was lying about her age all over the place. So when I go do the real story of mine, you guys not only get to have the real story, but also you guys get to know the entire truth about everything, and I mean everything. She would like lie about her age and would start to, well, believe it or not, start bullying other kids. Like for example, let me give you an example. Let's just say that let's say that I'm a 7-year-old boy, right? And I met her on Neighbors. What she would have done is since I'm a 7-year-old boy and she asked me for my age and I said I'm 7, she would immediately start punching the person and then be like, "Move! I'm pressing E. Oh, my mouse is killing me. This tiny ass keyboard. Holy sh!" Sorry, my bad. Let's get back in the video. For the ones that didn't know, I was pressing E instead of W and I couldn't move my character. I was panicking. I was like pressing multiple buttons. I almost died there. Back to the video. Oh my goodness. But basically during the time Lemline would start to bully kids, and let's go back to the scenario that I'm some 7-year-old little boy and on Neighbors, and she asked for my age and I told her, "Oh, I'm 7 years old." Right? She would immediately be like, "Oh, you're too young for this app. What are you doing? Get off Roblox, delete Roblox," and would start super punching me, roping me, spinning me around, and would like out here like harass the kids, whatever. all because they're young. And it even got to the point to where literally the kids start crying. There'd be couple times where I would have to go literally manually talk to Lemon Line. I'd be like, alright, Lemon, I'm going a little too far. And he's like, what do you mean? He's like, they're crying. He's like, I know, and it's funny. I was like, it's not funny. You take it way too far, you know? And then Lemon Line didn't really care. See, here's the thing. When I troll, my trolling is ready to eat for everyone. She was out here just trolling only kids. Yeah, I might troll kids or whatever, but I don't only troll kids. I troll every single age. So you know you could be an unk, you could be a teenager, you could be a kid. I troll every single age. Now she was out here only trolling kids. She wasn't at, and I won't even say trolling. It's more like just like harassing. She would ask for their age, and as soon as they realized their age, she would start bullying them. Okay, like she would get like lovey dovey if you're over 16, but then like when it comes to like under 10, she would start bullying you and harassing you. And then if you're like 10, if you're like basically 10 and up, like say 10 and 10 to, I'm gonna say 10 to like 14. Heck, I'm gonna say 13 or not 13, 15. No, not 15. No, I'm gonna say now, just straight up 14 to 10. She would just won't even friend you. She just won't even care. I mean, unless if you're friends with her friends, she won't even like add you. And then she would just like see you as like a normal person. But like when it comes to like people that is 15 and older, she would get like clingy. And if you're a guy, she'll try to date you, whatever, and try to mark you as a label, which is something that they talk about because they said they did because the dude that posted that thing on YouTube did say something about lemon lime cyberbullying to the point of suicide. Yes, a couple people did suicide themselves, but it wasn't like they suicide because like lemon lime is out here, bullying them. It was more of like lemon lime was dating them. The dude realized their age, and they didn't want to be marked as a predator. And let's just say that they would rather kill themselves than be marked and labeled as a predator online. Honestly, I agree. But for me, I'm defending myself. I don't care what anyone else says. I'm not a pedophile, and I will defend myself until to the end. But yeah, and basically, while Lemon I did kill a couple people, and keep in mind that she killed a couple of my family and friends, which, like I said, I'm not gonna explain everything until I make the video about my side of the story. But yeah, she killed like a couple of people, and she would laugh at it too and everything, like treat everything like it's a joke. Like at least when Brooklyn and everyone else like killed people, whatever. Well, I mean they never did, but let's say an example. Let's say that they did kill people. They at least will be sorry about it. Where oh I'm sorry, and someone says Lemon on the other hand, she didn't apologize once. She just like laughed it off. Like when one of my family members died, she laughed in my face. She was like, it even got to the point where she literally flat out said, "Oh, and that should have been you." And that was before I even called CPS on her. Way before, like months before I even called CPS on her. She was like, "That should have been you, not them." Damn, wishing death on me is crazy. Before I even called CPS on you, before I even started exposing you. But yeah, anyway, so that was going on, and she would out here basically do that. Not to mention, but she also like out here like talk smack about her friends, right? She would immediately start talking smack about her friends, whether if it's on Roblox or Snapchat. Oh yeah, Snapchat, right? Keep that in mind for later, because that's gonna be very important. So she would talk smack on Snapchat. All right. And the thing is that while she's talking smack on Snapchat and everything, she would like talk smack behind her friends, and then when her friends around, she would act all lovey dovey, all fine, all kind. You know, like there'd be multiple times where he started talking smack, and like he talked about smack about everyone, even me. She talked smack about every single person. Okay, that's all she would do is talk smack. And then when they're around, they just try to act like she wasn't just talking behind their back. And the thing is, remember how I told you about Snapchat? Oh, this is gonna get worse and worse from here. So she was getting really freaky. So not to mention that so we already talked about how she's lying about her age, right? But now people are out here exposing her, saying how she was getting freaky and everything, and how she was being sexual. I mean, I even like interviewed one guy, which you can see on the screenshots on the screen. I even like interviewed him, and even he mentions that like that Lemon was out here being very sexual, whatever, and being weird with Lemon, and it was making him like really uncomfortable. And then and that was just like the first couple of victims. After a while, Lemon started to get even worse, and she started to date this 16-year-old girl, which I'll also put an image on the screen. So you guys want, you guys try to add her, talk to her. But I think she deleted that account and it's on a new Snapchat account. She doesn't use that account anymore. At least I don't think so. But what ended up happening is that she was out here basically dating Lemon Lime, while Lemon Lime was also dating someone else. Remember how I told you that she's cheating on every single relationship she goes into? Yeah, should have seen that coming. But she was dating some other guy while dating this girl. And the thing is that I didn't really care because I was playing Rivals. When I play Rivals, I am so locked in. I don't care what anyone else does or says, whatever. I'm just locked in. I try to win. And well, I mean, sometimes if you see me on 5v5 games, just know I'm playing for fun. But if you see me like 1v1, all this stuff, I'm locked in. Don't talk to me. So yeah, and basically, what ended up happening is that as I was playing Rivals, I had done where it's like, yes, sirree. And I started to see what they're doing because they were making weird noises in my ear. And I was like, yo, what are they doing and stuff. And then all of a sudden, I started hearing, this is going to be weird to say, but I started hearing Lemon Lime and the other girl moaning. And that's when I was like, I don't know if they just like moaning to like mess with me because you know girls will be girls, like they're trolling me or what. So I looked on there, and literally the 16-year-old was screen sharing a corn video from let's just say let's say that there's three X's, right. Anyways, so yeah, it was watching videos from corn on corn website, and they were both playing with well, let's say they're using the hands 100%. Now I'm glad they didn't turn the camera on and they're only making sound. And I didn't say anything. I just went back immediately to Rivals because I did not want to hear any of that. So yeah, it was just pretty terrible, pretty awful, and like it was just something else. I did not want to be there. I mean, if you're gonna do that on the phone, why do it with me? Literally just hang up and call each other privately. Instead, go on a group call. They're like weird. And then next and later, to find out even more, because I talked to the girl, I interviewed the girl after a date. The girl got used by Lemon Lime, and apparently Lemon Lime was asking for, well, photos of like certain parts that kids shouldn't be seeing. And it's not just girls, but it's guys too. And she's requesting her for help too, as well to see guys, So yeah, and she would constantly, and then that's where it gets worse because after that, after dating the 16-year-old, she will go talk to other guys on Snapchat and everyone else, and grown men, by the way, because there's a couple of people like Omar, which is 28 years old, whatever. Meanwhile, she's a minor, and she would like add her asking for ID pics and stuff. And not only that, but it gets to the point where she would like add like random Indian guys as an adult, whatever, and she would be asking them for their D pics, and she would see them. It got to the point where she had like entire like inventory, not inventory, but like entire like photo camera log, where there's nothing but like guys. And then I had to censor that. But then like after a while, okay, when I was exposing her for having those things to her friends, her phone just suddenly stops like working and broke on her. And then when I asked her, it's like, oh well, I suddenly accidentally dropped my phone and cracked it, and then it doesn't work anymore. I feel like she only does that because she was trying to get rid of the evidence. She has so many like pics on her thing, and not only that, but like even got to the point where in her Snapchat, which she probably still has to this day, because like I said, she's still on her Snapchat account. She quite literally has like a like stickers of like, and I'll put like a couple of images on the screen, and this is the ones that I gotten from Lemline before I stopped talking to her. Yeah, features there. So I wasn't gonna do it, but no matter how many times I censor it or how many times I try to post it, I posted like the video like at least around like 10 times, and I almost got my account flagged. Good thing I put it on private. I didn't post it online because I'm not trying to get in trouble with YouTube, and I'm fine. I'm safe. My account is not at the point where I get deleted. Now, if I were to post out there, I'm pretty sure I'll get in trouble. To explain to you guys what the images was, basically, just if you're a kid, don't picture this, but if you're like an adult, just think about like a woman or a guy, but with nothing on, and they're playing with their. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. But unfortunately, no matter how many censoring I did, YouTube still flagged me for some odd reason. So there's a little context. Unfortunately, I cannot add that in there, mainly because anytime I try to add that in there, it just keeps on flagging my video, and I was gonna get in trouble if I would have posted online. Let's get back into the video, shall we? Yeah, you can see like everything, right? and it's just got to the point to where like it's complete insanity. And then next and later, when it's getting exposed, she tried to like put the turn on me, whatever, saying that I was the one out here getting a bit sexual. Even got to the point where she started lying about me, which I'll tell you guys in the future about it when I make the video exposing my side story. And then next and later, I started hearing the things that she was out here asking for pics and everything, and I seen proof of her actually having like those things on her phone to the point where I was like, okay, now this has gone a little too far. I need to call CPS. So I called CPS on her, and but before I called CPS on her, she was out here because I was exposing her before I even called CPS, and she was out here trying to get people to kill me. She was making lies, saying I'm like some random like old man, like whether if it's 30 or 40 or just some random old man that's out here only playing Roblox talking to kids, just like Brooklyn. If you remember this video, you can clearly see that Brooklyn said exactly thinking about me and tried to lie about me. Anyway, so yeah, she was out here trying to lie, say I'm like some old man, and was like leaking my face to people and stuff. And then like the thing is that if you look at the photo, it made my face look older, even though I'm young. Like the thing is that in my I don't know why people says this about me, but for some odd reason they think I look 29 to 30 years old. I don't know why they say that, but they say I look old. I don't think I look that old, and I'm not gonna leak my face because I'm not gonna show just yet unless we hit a certain goal. But I can't think of what goal to do yet. But yeah, and it's just like so like a bit annoying at least. So yeah, and while that was going on, basically she would out here continuously lying and it's like out here trying to get people to like to come over and kill me and stuff. And like a couple of hackers they ended up finding where I live and came over to my house and stuff like that. So for her to get rid of the criticism, she would try to kill them off, whatever, or make them look like the bad person instead of like out here, you know, telling the truth, whatever, and all this stuff. I mean, during the time, all I was trying to do is to get her to stop lying about age and stop trying to date people that's like legal age and date people that's around her age. But no, she was like out here constantly, dating people that's way older than her, and it was like doing some illegal stuff and was getting sexual with them. So you can see why I had called CPS now on her. It's because she was out here, and then not only that, but then you got to the point where she starts sending her own photos, if you know what I mean, to them. Literally, like they'd be asking, and she was sending the photos to them. So I was like, all right, you know what? Gone too far now. I have to report this. So yeah, that's what ended up happening. So before y'all say that it's unjustified that I reported Lemon for no reason, there's the reason right there. It's because she was out here being highly sexual to the people. I don't just do things for like no reason. There's always a reason for everything I do. So yeah, and the thing is, the thing that sucks about it too is that while that was happening, she proceeded to start trying to make me look like the bad person still, and was out here like whining around saying, "Oh, Jose called CPS on me," and like she even like to leak her own age, and apparently from what she's been saying is that she's been saying that supposedly she's out here telling the truth about age now, trying to change and trying to forget the past. But I also don't think that she's doing any of that. Like for example, supposedly right now, from like around like 7 reports, that she has a boyfriend. That the boyfriend is supposedly around her age, but they don't. But they didn't hear the boyfriend speak. The boyfriend didn't speak once. So yeah, safe to say, Lemlime is probably telling the boyfriend to not speak. Like Lemlime probably recognized the people and was like, "Oh, these are people are spies. Hey, don't speak at all, babe. I love you so much. Don't speak. If you speak, they're gonna know your real age." Oh, okay, all right. Love you. Yeah, I love you too, babe. Just don't speak, please. Okay, and then made the guy not speak because the reports I was getting, multiple reports, is that Lemline is dating somebody around her age, but yet they didn't speak. To me, I have a hard feeling that is true. For me, I feel like the dating thing. Yes, I feel like that's true because Lemline cannot you know cannot live without having a man in her life. But her, but them saying that she's dating someone around her age, I feel like that's a lie. I mean, unless there's like actual proof, and I meet the guy, I talk with the guy, I talk with Lemon and stuff, and I get actual proof. I'm just gonna say that I'm pretty sure Lemon I'm still talking to an adult man, because the thing is, all of them told me. Every single person that told me that Lemon has a boyfriend, they all told me that they didn't hear the guy speak. Because I said like, well, did he speak? You got proof that he's 11? No, he didn't speak, and there's no proof that he's 11. You know, like for these, like I could literally out here say that, oh yeah, me and Stick is dating. Yep, I've been dating Stick for the past 5 months. Does that mean it's true? No, it's not true. So the fact that they out here saying that Lemline is dating someone around her age, unless you show me proof, I'm not gonna believe it. Because I mean, I've been friends with Lemline for 3 years, as being a fourth one before all this started to happen, and she never changed once. And Brooklyn said the exact same thing to me, that she'd been friends with Lemon for 5 years. This being her 6th year, and yet she hasn't changed once. So the fact that all of a sudden 6 years later she's finally changing, yeah, no, I doubt that. I doubt that 100%. I don't think she's ever gonna change. I don't think she's gonna change at all. I've been friends with her for a very long time, and I don't think she's will ever change. So yeah. So basically, the moral of this entire video is to tell you that Leonard is a criminal. She killed a couple of people. She lies, manipulates, and she would even try to get people to be dead just to get away with her crimes. And she's way too spoiled. Like whether if it's on game or just in person with her family, she's way too spoiled. She doesn't get no repercussions. She doesn't like take any responsibility. Like rather than her get in trouble, all they do is slap on the wrist and tell her, no, that's bad, that's bad. Like a couple of times where she would for example, one time she was dating someone that's like way older than her. Rather than her mom doing something about it, the mom goes, oh, okay, and didn't really care, and then just told Lemon, don't do that again. Slap on the wrist. Like that ain't gonna do anything. If I was the mom, if I was Christina, or let's say Marcella, I would have give her the BTA, belt to ass. I would have been spanking her, give her the old school treatment. If the new schooling ain't working, the old school will definitely work. If you spank her, she's not gonna want to do it again. I'm personally me. I think that some. I don't think. Like here's the thing. I'm not promoting spankings. I hate spankings. I don't think kids should get spankings, but I feel like some kids need spankings. I feel like some kids should get spankings. You feel me? Because not every kid needs spankings. That like some kids is fine. They don't need spankings. Where they just need to get told what's wrong and what's good. Lemon on the other hand is a different case. I feel like she deserves getting spankings. That she needs spankings, and not like in a sexual creepy way. As in like spankings to teach her a lesson. Because I know like some of y'all when I try to take my words and I try to make it out of context or weird. I didn't mean it any weird way. It's like almost like a parent punching their kid. But yeah, anyway, so yeah, and it's just like so stupid because Lemon gets away with everything. That's how much spoiled she is that she gets away with everything. I know this video is gonna be like 20 minutes long, but I extended it a little longer because during the video I also forgot to mention a couple of things. Like, firstly, I forgot to mention the manipulation, whatever. Yeah, she would like manipulate people into doing things their own deed. And the best example I can give is like her friends. I mean, her friends originally didn't want to lie about their age, but then Lemon wanted to lie about age so you can date, like, people that's a legal age. So their friends decided to also lie for her as well. And the thing is that there's a reason why, and I can't explain the why she's lying about age or specifically anything until I get a video for myself, where I expose the entire truth of her. But she will do that. She'll like force her friend to do something, and there'd be even times where like Ali would tell me stories how Lemon would be talking to guy whatever, and Lemon would be uncomfortable, and he's like, "Hey Ali, here you go," and she just literally got with him. Or like, or in Brooklyn and Ali, not even just them alone. Like other people even told me like how Lemon would basically force them to do whatever. And the thing is that Lemon would get away with it too because she's spoiled. She doesn't know what's wrong and right. And then the thing is that she knows what's wrong and right, but yet she tries to play victim every single time. Like she doesn't know that treating her friends like terrible, like her OG friends, like her day one friends, she doesn't know what she's doing is wrong to them. And then if she does know, then she would just play dumb as well. Like there's like multiple cases where she knows exactly what she's doing, but she's playing dumb. Like for example, lying about her age. She knows exactly what she's doing, and she's trying to play dumb. And then once people find out about her age, she tries to play victim and try to point it out and blame on somebody else. Like for example, like there'll be multiple times where the biggest example she uses Jade because Jade did not want to be friends with Limelight. Kind of my fault. Even Jay even attacked me for it because like when I asked Jay, I was like, "Yo, why are you still friends with her?" He literally saying like, because of you," and he was like pissed off. So I was like, "Whoa, with the tone." He's like, "I don't know. Did you leak my information, like my Discord and my Snapchat and everything?" So I was like, yeah." She's stalking me because of you. She went to your channel and has my information. And so if I do unfriend her, she's just gonna friend me back and stalk me, whatever. And then I asked him, I was like, why don't you block her? I don't block people, so if I unfriend her, she's just gonna stalk me and friend me back. And Jay does not want to be part of Limelight at all. He doesn't even want to be associated with Limelight, but Limelight keeps on stalking him like crazy. Sorry about that. And back to what I was saying. So he really can't do anything about it. And what basically proceeds to start happening is that as she's like out here controlling people and stuff, she would like control her friends and manipulate them. Like for an example, when she was first caught cheating, whatever, and like I said, I'm not really gonna explain the story. But when she first got caught cheating, rather than she being like, "Oh yeah, no, sorry for cheating," she blamed the dude and made it seem like the dude was cheating on her instead of she cheating on the person. And then like later on, like the girls where her friend like Brooke and the rest didn't believe the guy at all, not a single once. They didn't believe him until like later on when they realized, oh yeah, we just didn't believe at first because we didn't think Lemon was actually like that. Yeah, it's because you're getting manipulated and controlled by Lemon. She literally is forcing you to lie about your age, right? Which is a bit insane. So yeah, she was out here like manipulating people like crazy and forcing them to do whatever she wants. And there'd be multiple times where Brooklyn and Allie told me where like, oh, I feel uncomfortable, or oh, I don't want to be here. Like there were multiple times where I try to go to sleep, and then Brooklyn or Allie would text me privately and be like, yo, can you go? Can you join the call? Can you join? I was like, why? Well, Limelight has this dude whatever, and it's weird. Even cold times where Allie would tell Limelight, well, I'm gonna go to sleep. Good night. Talk to you later. And she calls me and is like, yo, I need someone to talk to. Like she's being weird. And then I had to go be there to make sure that she's happy. I guess I don't know. Like when I was like out here manipulating, forcing her friends to do some things that she wants, even though they don't want to at all. And not only that, but I also feel bad for like 'cause here's the thing, Brooklyn. I used to feel bad for her, but not anymore. But Allie, I feel bad for her because like there'd be times where like Lemon will try to get a man that's like basically older than her, and it's a legal age, and she can get in trouble for it. And then what she do is instead of being like good friends with Allie and start being nice and kind and stuff, no, instead what she decided to do is call Allie fat and everything and chubby and everything. I was like, that's a bit rude. Well, she didn't say chubby, she just said like fat. I was calling her names. I was like, wow, Lemon, that's a bit extremely rude. You know, you don't talk to people like that, especially when it comes to women. You don't just see me guys out here calling people fat, or you don't see me out here calling people ugly like what you did to Brooklyn when you called her ugly several times. And then like the thing is that like the only reason I was even pissed off with Lemline being disrespectful to Brooklyn more than Allie because like she'd be disrespectful to Allie. All right, whatever. It is what it is. She's been friends with her for less than a year. I don't really mind. Brooke, on the other hand, she was your childhood friend. She's been friends with you for like five. And she's this year is literally her 6th year, and you're gonna be disrespecting her like that? She's literally your childhood friend. I would literally do anything for my childhood friend. Like I have my childhood friend Anthony. I don't really talk to him that much because I've been busy. But even then, you don't see me being disrespectful. You don't see me talking smack about him. Like if anything, I'll glaze him. He's an amazing person. I like hanging out with him. He's funny and cool and chill person to hang out with. And actually, Anthony, I don't know if you're still watching, but if you are, can you please say hi in the comments because I haven't spoken to you in a while. It's been a while. I will talk to you sometimes every now and then in the Discord server we have. I'm hoping eventually I can get back to the clan, the group we're in, because I missed that Turo group. It was really nice. I really like talking to you guys every now and then. But yeah, sorry, got off track. Let's really get into the video. So yeah, thank you guys for watching the video. Let's just get back to the normal video because this is like the extra parts. And where I'm at, I think is it. So I'm just at my outro. So let's get into my outro, shall we? Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Now let's just say that if I did end up missing some parts, I would just like edit in the video to show features A. But I think I covered most of everything that has been exposed online about lemon lime. You know, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I try to make this as short as I can because I recorded this several times. Every time I record this, it was like 40 minutes long. So hopefully I can make this into like a 20-minute long video because that is my goal. I'm trying to make this like as short as I can. I don't want to be like fully yapping because, you know, that's what I love doing. I love yapping. Why isn't it letting me shoot my gun? Anyways, I hope you all have an amazing day and I'll see you guys next time. Peace and have a nice day. Also, by the way, if you like the game you see on the screen, the link is in the description to the game because I know some of y'all can be asking what the name of this game is. It's really fun. I like playing it. I enjoy it so much.